Hi everyone and welcome to the Road to Indy TV. I'm JP Mantarola and I'm here in Indianapolis for another fantastic weekend of racing. Next to me, as always, Tristan Vautier. Tristan,
hey JP, how are you?
This weekend is going to be a game-changing weekend, right?
It's going to be an amazing first oval race for these guys this year. Indy Lights here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pro Mazda USF2000 at Lucas Oil Raceway Park, just a few miles away from here. Smaller oval, so we're going to see who's fast.
Let's remind people how we left things last time we were here in Indianapolis when we saw a lot of drama and a lot of action.
A lot of drama, yeah. Indy Lights, the whole Schmidt-Peterson motorsports team getting stronger. Luis Raja winning the first race, Jack Harvey on the podium again. They are really taking the challenge to Zach Veach and Gabby Chaves, and the championship is very open. Pro Mazda, tough weekend for Spencer Pigot. Scott Hargrove is right on his tail. And USF2000, a tough weekend for RC Anderson as well. So, you know, all the championships are way open for now. Yeah.
So, is it true that this might change a lot because there is a lot of drivers that have never been in an oval, so it's a different experience for them?
Yes, it's going to be very different. It's going to be the first time that Indy Lights races on an oval with the Cooper tires. So I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for these guys. And yes, for Pro Mazda and USF2000, you never know. You know, oval racing is totally different, so we might see some new actors fighting at the front.
Why don't we do this? Why don't instead of keep talking, let's get ourselves around the paddock and pit lane.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go. So Freedom 100 is over, and what a fantastic race, Tristan.
Yeah, it's amazing. Really happy to see Gabby Chaves win it. Obviously the two Schmidt cars, very quick in qualifying, very confident ahead of the race. Luis Raja thought his race car was even better than the qualifying car, but they just couldn't make it happen at the end of the race and charge up front. So yeah, happy for Gabby. We kind of wanted Matthew Brabham to get this one, you know, after the passing of his grandpa last weekend, Sir Jack Brabham. It would have been great for him, and it would have been well deserved. He led a lot of laps. He was very fast, but you know, it's all about the last lap in the Freedom 100.
All the action started in the qualify session with Schmidt-Peterson team having the 1 and 2, and everything changed after for the race. What is the different setup that you have to do in these cars? Why these cars were so fast at the qualifying now they were not as fast?
I think the biggest problematic you have is how much downforce are we going to run on the cars. Obviously in qualifying you run in clean air, you're by yourself on the track, so the car has more downforce naturally with low wing settings, but for the race when you're in traffic and there's a lot of turbulence in the air, you want to run more downforce. You cannot run too much because then you're too slow, you can't pass, but if you run not enough, you're gonna struggle following other cars and you're gonna hurt your tires and not be there at the end.
So, well, we saw another dramatic finish just like last year. Funny thing is, Gabby Chaves lost last year by car number 5, and now this year he was driving that car number 5.
Yeah, he lost by 6 inches in distance last year, and this year those 6 inches were in his favor, and he got it, so very happy for him. Obviously, winning this race, the Freedom 100 is amazing for a driver. It's the only race of the year where I think even if you're fighting for the title, you just forget about championship and points. You just want to win and you go all in to win this race.
A dramatic accident also happened in the Freedom 100.
Yeah, Chase Austin at the exit of turn 1, he did side tires and barriers very hard. He's okay, I mean, injured his wrist and hand, but he's going to be fine, he's going to recover, so that's the good news. Now we can move on to USF2000 and Pro Mazda here.
This fantastic
Lucas Oil
facility.
Raceway. Yes, a smaller oval for the smaller cars, and a lot of action on this track. It's very challenging for the drivers, so really looking forward to the night before the 500.
Well, let's get around this track and get familiar with it, and we'll come back later.
All right, sounds good. Let's check it out.
And it's dark, and we are alone because this weekend is over. The Mazda Road to Indy weekend. What a great races.
Oh, amazing show this weekend. I mean, so much action. But hey, before we start talking about it, where's the Brit?
The Brit is locked down in the Audi booth. so it's not coming because in exchange of the brake, I have a friend of mine.
No Johnny?
Oh, no, no Johnny. Look who I have right there.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, guys. You all right?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
John,
mate,
filling in
good.
for Johnny today.
Yeah, he has a busy schedule, I heard.
Yeah. I'm terrible with accents.
Well, thank you for coming and joining us in this episode of the Road to Indy TV.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Why don't we talk about what happened today? I mean, we started with the qualifying in USF2000.
Yeah, Frenchie, Formula Tour, very strong. I think what was remarkable is as a driver, I mean, he had a crash in practice, and especially on an oval with walls surrounding you. It's very hard when you have a crash to get yourself back in and get your confidence back. And
it's a psychological thing, right?
It's a psychological thing, and he managed to move forward and get that pole position. So, you know, hats off to him on that. But many other contenders, right, Scott?
Absolutely. But like you were saying, you know, Florian Latour with K Motorsports Wing Tail Racing, those guys know their way around here and got their pole position for, what is it, the 9th year in a row?
Since
1996.
They've not been defeated on this track for qualifying. So, I mean, these guys know to set a car up for Lucas Oil Raceway.
Other thing he brought my attention is the way the qualify goes is one car at a time, and it has a specific laps. Why is it's not like we see in the racetracks when it's just everybody together and
on the oval, you know, they do it this way so everybody gets to run in clean air. There's no drafting, there's no aerodynamic turbulences. Everybody's on track at once and gets clean air. Also, the laps are so short that it takes less time than if you will do it on a road course.
So if you really screw up the first lap, that's it?
Yes, it's an average, so it's very important for these guys to get out the pits. They get out on icy cold tires, and they have to get up to speed very quickly and, you know, cross that line when the grid flag is on and be up to speed.
Now, let me ask you this. Does it get more pressure, the fact that you are alone in the track and everybody's watching what you do?
Absolutely. You know, these stands here are packed with fans, and you know, everybody's looking at just one car going around the track, and that pressure can get to you. My teammate Jake Gitson made a mistake on his first lap, was nearly a second off, and even though his second lap was right on pace to be a top 3, you know, it's all said and done in that first lap. So you gotta maintain that consistent speed through the 2 laps. And yeah, I mean, a lot of guys did a great job, and we're really fighting for that pole and giving him a run for his money.
About the race, because I saw some incredible moves, and it was a really good race.
Right, Aaron Tillett's superstar, actually, that's his real name. I mean, this guy was hooked up. I mean,
he was on
he
fire.
Didn't have the qualifying we were expecting him to have because he was very strong in practice, but he was one of the few guys who were able to be very fast on the lower line, so he was able to pass. He was able to get out of the dirty air when he was following someone and pass them on the inside, and I mean, it took him a few laps, like 15, 20 laps to get up to speed, and then he was just flying.
He went one by one, and this was non-stop, and he went incredible.
Once he started passing Jaren Slageke for 5th, I think it was back then he was carried his momentum and went through. So, but I think a lot of good battles in the middle of the pack as well, right, Scott?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were in the Pro Mazda race right after it, so we were, you know, I watched the start and then headed out. But just watching Aaron go through the field, I mean, it is not easy to pass around here, and to see him move up through the field like that, super impressive.
Victor Fransoni did a fantastic move.
This guy is hot-blooded.
I talked to him, and he was saying to me that he thought that he fit the car, and he just went for it.
Yes, it's Brazilian, you know, he just goes for it. So, yeah, on the podium again.
Yeah, it's how many laps actually they run? It was like never ending at some point.
Yeah, USF2000 was 75 laps, and Pro Mazda was 90 laps. So
now that's 75 laps. Did you notice that both races went completely green today?
Exactly, no safety car, so very physical, and also this track is very short, no straight line, right? So you don't get to rest, right?
Absolutely, you're constantly putting wheel input into the car, and your muscles are constantly tensed. So it's a real stress to run that whole race under green.
Why don't we go up to the ladder and talk about the Pro Mazda and the qualify?
Yeah, very dramatic qualifying. Everybody thought Spencer was gonna get it, right? I mean, he's been on pole so much this year, but
yeah, well, he got, both me and Spencer got an early qualifying draw. So I was second, he was third, and that can hurt you. But today the weather stayed pretty consistent, so everyone got an equal shot at the track. And yeah, but Garrett Grist, man, he was fast. I don't think anybody had anything for him in qualifying.
Exactly. The 2 Andretti cars were really fast, actually. I mean, Spencer kind of dominated practice, so everybody thought it was going to be him, but those guys and Riti, they put on some good laps.
Another one who came out as a surprise is Nicolas Costa driving for Pelfrey.
Exactly, quite a bit of drama at Pelfrey this weekend. Pipo De Rani didn't show up for the race. Dalton Kellett didn't show up this morning for the race either. I mean, both of them seem to be blaming their equipment, but there is this young recruit, Nicolas Costa, comes in and runs third for most of the race. I mean, I think everybody wanted to see him finish on the podium because it would have been such a good story. He ended up finishing fourth. He was actually fighting for second with Spencer Pigot, lost his momentum and got passed by this guy here. Just blew by everyone.
So why don't you tell us what was in your head when you were fourth and you just show up in second?
Well, like you said, I was in fourth and just running laps. I had about a 2-second gap to the cars in front, Spencer and Costa. And I actually hit the wall trying to catch up to those guys, but I managed to get it back, and I knew I was closing in little by little. And then with about 10 laps to go, the car was just hooked up, and I just went straight to the bottom, and the car was just phenomenal. I was able to go by those guys, so it was really exciting 2 laps to get by both those guys. And I don't know how many people pass 2 cars in less than 2 laps. It was pretty cool.
So let me ask you this: is it when you're starting the race and you got fresh tires and you do so many laps, because you're talking about 90 laps, is the car changing a lot while you're getting close to the end?
It does, and the goal is for the car not to change. That's why you try to work on a setup that is not too hard on tires. And as a driver, you also have to keep some margin. But yeah, if you count, these laps are about 21, 22 seconds long. Out of those 21 seconds, you spend about 15 seconds in the corners with load on these tires. So these tires are obviously super hard. They're made for oval racing, but they go off. And as we saw, Spencer and Nicolas didn't have it for Scott, who really conserved these tires. And I think the 2 stories of the weekend, JP, yeah. I don't know if you will agree, but is Scott Hargrove putting hard pressure on Spencer, and I'd say Tim Pelfrey proving that the equipment is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stories, a lot of drama like we are used to in Mazda Road to Indy. I want to thank you for coming.
Thanks
and
for
I want to leave our audience with points, positions changing.
The championships are really open. I mean, it's going to be very intense all year. You're going to see, look at the points. We really don't know who's going to win.
Well, stay tuned at Road to Indy.tv. Why don't we go? I'm
hungry. I'm starving. Yeah. French cafe.
Yeah, sure. Did you like Scott? I think it was a
good
idea.
The Canadian kid. Yeah, really good.
Do you think that we should continue with him?
Yeah,
drivers or stuff like that.
Better than the Brits. Yeah. Maybe we keep
well,
inviting drivers.
He will never notice. He will never know about this.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
He didn't even show up.
It was late.
So, Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Johnny.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey,
how are you? Feeling good?
Good to see you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, but we're filming, right?
But you were late. I said we couldn't make it.
We already did it.
I tried calling you a couple times.
We invited somebody for you.
Scott Hargrove was actually happened to be in the grandstand.
Hargrove?
Yeah. He did a pretty good
winning
job.
everything, he's the man, and now he's taking my spot.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We'll take care of you. You want dinner?
You want dinner?
Enjoy it.
French cafe. We're going French cafe. You're gonna like it. All right.